Welcome to Crafting Chemistry, where each week we meet a new Charlotte single and we do a little craft along the way. And I'm your host, Amber Grant, and this week's Charlotte single is Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Right. Welcome, Joe. We're excited to have you. Our craft this week, we are going to paint pumpkins in the spirit of Halloween. Have you ever painted a pumpkin before?
When I was a kid.
Oh, bringing you back to your kid roots here. I love it.
A little bit.
Let's get into your dating life.
Okay.
But before we do that, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, where are you from? How long have you been in Charlotte?
So I'm originally from New York.
Okay.
Poughkeepsie area. I know a lot of people here don't really know where that is.
Yeah. Can you give us a...
Yeah. It's about an hour and a half north of New York City. Are we starting with the white here? Okay. So yeah, an hour and a half north of New York City. I would say most people in Charlotte are probably from like Rochester, Buffalo, Syracuse, or, probably Albany.
Okay.
I'm way farther south than that.
Okay.
So I'm kind of much closer to New York City than everybody else.
Shout out New York City.
Yeah, shout out New York City. Lived there for 8 years and then moved down here like in 2021, moved in with Ross.
Yeah, I think I met you your first weekend here.
I think that was the first weekend, yeah.
With Austin.
With Austin, yep. Austin. I think Ross was not there, but yeah. That's kind of how I met everybody, was through Ross.
Okay, I remember that. Austin was how I met my husband.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So you moved down here. You've been here for what? Is it 4 years, 5 years?
4 years now.
4 years.
Yeah,
okay.
a little over 4 years, yeah.
And you just bought a?
Condo, house, yeah. Townhome kind of thing.
Okay, where at?
It's in Elizabeth.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. How was that experience for you?
It was good. I think it was a little nerve-wracking at first, honestly.
Okay.
It took a little bit of time to figure out like what I wanted. I thought I knew what I wanted, but then once you kind of get into it, you're like, it's not actually what I want at all.
So you're adulting hard now that you own a piece of property.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you owned one before, right? Like, didn't you?
Yeah.
You owned some property before in New York?
I own land in New York, and just like raw land that I was going to build on with my dad. And then when I moved down here, I realized, probably not a great idea because I'm not going to live there anymore. So I'll try to sell it. And kind of turned into a little bit of a pain. I ran into some small issues with like the water well and stuff like that, or like the perk tests. But figured it out, ended up working out, sold that. Yep, and then bought this spot that I'm in.
Love it. And you are sort of recently single, right?
Mm-hmm.
So been down here. Tell us about like, what's your typical type?
My typical type?
Yeah, do you have a typical type?
I would say probably someone who is... I usually like athletic girls.
Okay.
And
so you're a gym guy. Are you in the gym 5 days a week?
Not 5 days a week.
Okay.
Like 4 days a week. Nothing too crazy.
All right.
But I tend to like girls who are a little more athletic. I don't really have a hair type. I feel like I generally probably gravitate more towards brunette girls, but I like blonde girls too. So it doesn't really matter to me very much.
Doesn't matter the hair color?
No, not really.
Personality-wise, like, are you wanting someone more outgoing, more reserved? Like, what do you typically go for?
I would say somebody, I think in the past I've dated girls who were both very outgoing and also very reserved.
Okay.
I think it comes down to just finding someone who I just get along with, whether that's somebody who's easygoing or maybe somebody who's a little bit more, I don't know, outgoing, kind of a little bit, more socially kind of, I don't know, like strong than I am. I would say I'm probably a little bit more reserved.
Okay.
So sometimes I do better with somebody who's kind of like me, but I also do better sometimes with girls who are a little more outgoing. Kind of depends.
You can carry the team in a social setting if you need them to.
Kind of depends. Yeah, I could do that too.
You're great in a social setting though. I feel like,
Yeah, but I'm pretty reserved though.
You are.
Yeah.
You are. I would say you are on the more reserved side. So like, okay, say you're not like out and about, like, are you a chatty Cathy like at home? Do you like to get deep? Or are you more of just like, you watch your show and I do my thing? Or do you like to learn, like, what do you...
I would say, I don't know. I think again, it kind of depends on the person, but who I'm with and what they kind of bring out of me. But I would say I'm definitely much more like kind of goofy at home,
Okay.
honestly, and I don't think a lot of people probably see that in me a lot of the times that I'm out. A little bit, yeah.
I love that.
I don't really tend to do that unless I feel like kind of more comfortable around somebody.
Sure.
I think it just takes me a little bit longer to kind of warm up with certain people.
Okay.
But if I'm like really comfortable around them, I'll, kind of come out of my shell a little bit, I guess, in that sense. But
Sure. Okay, I love it. What's your biggest like green flag in a person?
a green flag.
Yes.
Oh man. I would say I love when someone loves to travel.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
even if I can find someone who loves to travel by themselves, which I feel like is kind of hard. I feel like not a lot of girls like do solo travel.
Sure.
But if they do
it's scary
that,
out there sometimes.
oh yeah, for a girl it's completely different than it is for a guy. But if I can find a girl who really loves to travel and stuff, I would say that's, awesome. And then, like
Sure.
I said, if I find someone who just likes to be active and just likes to go on long walks and likes to go to the gym, I don't need anyone who's like, obsessed with the gym, but just somebody who like actually, takes care of their body,
Yeah.
likes to go out, likes to do activities, and someone who just will generally just do something that's kind of willing to do something that's not planned. Like, let's just go, hey, do you want to go here this week? And we didn't really plan anything, but do you want to do it? And
Okay,
they're like, yeah, sure.
spontaneous.
Yeah, a little bit
Would you say you're
spontaneous.
more type A or type B?
Well, man, that's a tough one.
I know. It's not tough for me because I'm severely type B. It hurts.
You're type B?
Yeah, severely.
Okay. And Tanner's very type A then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess maybe leaning more type B, but I think I could be type A depending on kind of the context of it.
Sure.
I would say at work, I definitely care a lot about work and my career.
Right.
So I push really hard there, but like in terms of other things, I would say I'm a much more like kind of easygoing person.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like I'm a super intense person by any means.
I'd say too, like you said, you're reserved, but I also feel like you take risks. Like you're talking about like your job, like you're not afraid to like take a new opportunity or see where something goes, which I think is very like commendable.
Right.
Especially since you said you're reserved. I feel like maybe in a social setting, but in a lot of other ways you're not that reserved.
Yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. Like I'm in certain ways I'm very good, or like I'm very kind of, out of my shell, and in other ways I'm kind of just very reserved. Like sometimes I'll go home and I just want to like be by myself.
Sure.
But other times I want to go out. If like everybody else is going out, I kind of get FOMO and I want to go hang out with friends,
I think we're all like that a little bit. Like I feel like, I'm in sales. I feel like I'm the biggest yapper there is. But I also like to go home and just like sit in silence sometimes. And sometimes I can get very overstimulated really easy because all day long I sit there and talk. So that's awesome. Wait, so back to the traveling. You've been a lot of places this year, I feel like.
I did in the beginning of the year. Yeah, towards the beginning of the year. I was in, I almost dropped that. I was in South America.
Okay.
So I went to Argentina.
All right.
I was in Buenos Aires for like a
Nice.
few nights. And then I went to El Calafate, which is in Argentina, but it's close to Chile, like
Okay,
down in the
nice.
Patagonias. Went down there, checked out a bunch of glaciers, and then I did some hiking in Torres del Paine, which is a really cool, one of the coolest places I've ever been. It's like a very famous mountain range and like park, wildlife park in South America. It's like one of the most famous ones. It's kind of like on everybody's bucket list if you love to
Nice.
hike.
And you did this by yourself, right?
I went by myself, yeah. Honestly, though, I wish I did more hiking. I didn't do enough hiking. It was
Okay.
kind of like a part of a bigger trip, obviously. So
Right.
I felt like I just needed to do like a day hike here and there. But if I could go back, I'd probably do like the O Trek or something like that, which is
Yeah.
like a trail where you like live on it for like a week.
Listen, ladies, if you get in with Joe and you go on a couple dates, he might take you on an incredible hike somewhere.
Maybe.
Do you believe in love at first sight?
No,
You don't?
Not at all,
Let's
no.
get into it.
not at all.
Really?
No.
You've never met someone and been like, wow.
No.
No?
No way. No. I don't believe in that.
Wow. I mean, listen, that's why we talk about these things.
Do you believe in that?
Maybe a little bit, but that's interesting. You don't believe in love at first sight. So do
No.
you think it takes you a longer time to like trust someone?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, definitely. Or at least, like I said, like it takes me a little bit of time to kind of get to know somebody and like be comfortable with them.
Okay.
So, and you know, I feel like there's been so many times where like you have a really good feeling about somebody, and then you get to know them more, and you're like, this is not a good fit.
Okay.
At all.
Not to pry too much, but is it like past experiences that you think have like kind of led you there?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
my dating history has definitely kind of led me into the path that I'm in now, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you learn a lot from good experiences, and you learn probably more from bad experiences.
Oh yeah, retweet. A lot to learn from
Yeah.
bad experiences. What is, okay, so you're drinking a little bourbon right now. What it would be like if you went on a date night and had drinks, what is your drink order?
I would say kind of depends. If I'm going to do something that's like kind of casual, it's probably just like a beer, honestly.
Okay, I like that.
Kind of depends. Like if I'm in an Irish pub, then definitely a Guinness.
Okay.
If it's in like a normal bar and they have like mango card, I'll get that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I have been drinking a lot of Surfsides recently.
They're good.
I love Surfsides, yeah. I'm a sucker for like those sweet drinks like that. My friends
so
give me
you're
shit
more of
all
a
the time.
sweeter drink type guy. Are
Yeah.
you like, you order daiquiris? Like if you're
No,
on
no,
vacation?
no.
Well, like say you went on a tropical
Oh.
vacation. Are you ordering a daiquiri every day?
Yeah, I'll indulge a little
You'll
bit. Why not?
dabble?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm too good for a daiquiri on a, you know, Caribbean vacation. That's not gonna happen.
Okay, drinks aside, if you took someone on a first date, like what would your ideal first date look like?
Very casual.
Okay.
Somewhere that it's like a normal bar. I don't want to go anywhere that's going to be too crazy dressed up or have too high expectations. Like, I just want to go in there and just kind of see what it's like.
Sure.
Feel the other person out, and then from there just kind of see where it goes. But by no means do I want to do anything that's like too crazy. I don't understand why people like doing activity dates on the first date. Because how are you even going to get to know anybody?
That's fair. Well,
I'm
like
going to be busy walking.
A movie, no. But
No,
like,
terrible.
I feel like you can learn a lot about someone. Like, say you went to, what is it? There's like trampoline parks.
Okay.
Like, you could talk, and like that's something different. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, you know, I'm out of the dating scene,
Mm-hmm.
and you're in it. So, from my friends, I've heard, you know, it's tough. It's, you know, there's a lot of like, are you on dating apps?
Yeah, I just got started on it.
Okay. So like, yeah, I feel like the stigma with dating apps is people just have so many options. So like, I feel like there's the normal like churn and burn of like, get a drink or do this, but like you'd be down to do something like fun and spontaneous, but you just wouldn't do that on the first date.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just, like I said, I'm down to do that, but I just feel like I'm not really going to get to know anybody if I'm kind of like distracted with like jumping on a trampoline or something like that.
Okay.
You know, I need to be like locked in and like really thinking about the conversation. Like, I feel like I am kind of a deep thinker.
Yeah.
And I want to kind of get to know somebody. I don't like want to be jumping on a trampoline and be like, did she say what I just think she said, or did she mean to say it that way, or is she just jumping on a trampoline and she's stressed out? And
Wait,
she's not-
this is important for girls to know that you like to be out. Like you want to have.
Oh, I want to have a good
conversations.
conversation. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like that's like sometimes hard to find for people, because even some of my other guy friends, it's like I go on these dates and I'm like carrying the conversation so much that I can't get anything out of them, and it's just like me talking. Do you like feel like that on dates sometimes?
No, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like most of the people who I've been on dates with in the past, I feel like the conversations usually flow pretty good.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, I feel like I never
Shout out
had to pull anything out.
Girls in the past.
I guess so, yeah. But I mean, maybe you're speaking from like a girl's perspective where the guys don't talk very much. Right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I feel like guys generally like, you know, guys don't really talk a lot. They're kind of just
I know.
like, hey, what's up?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you would hope if they asked you on a date, they would at least be able to hold a conversation a little bit. But you know, you'd be surprised sometimes. From, you know, I'm again not single anymore, but I've had some dates in the past where I've had to carry the conversation, and it was painful.
Yeah, well, it's probably not a good fit then.
No, it wasn't, because now I found my husband. He's an amazing fit, and I love him.
How was the first date with Tanner in that sense?
Great. Like, I feel like Tanner and I just could yap until we couldn't yap anymore, and like I think our first date was actually getting drinks, and we shut the bar down.
You guys are at Workman's Friend, right?
We're at Workman's.
I remember him talking about that. He's like,
oh, really?
Yeah, I remember him being like, I'm taking her to Workman's Friend.
Yeah, that was our first date, and he was like really late, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna go. I kept being like, no, because he was coming from Florida or something, so he was still on the plane, and the plane got delayed, and then he had to come get the dog, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I think maybe we should just reschedule. And he was very adamant about like, no, I really want to make tonight work if you can. And then we ended up shutting down Workman's Friend. So, yeah, conversation was always really, really good. So, okay, we talked about your type a little bit. Like, what values are you looking at like from somebody?
Values?
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, this kind of goes without saying, but obviously you want someone who's loyal and like is going to be committed to you, right? You don't want anyone
You would
who's...
hope that would go without saying.
That should be. And to me, that's like almost something that I don't even want to bring up because that's like a given. And if you don't have that, then it's not even worth my time.
So I guess, and this is funny, I think I've asked this to someone else, but I'm curious because I think this is an important question. Do you believe in second chances?
In terms of what happens, though, is it like they cheat on you kind of thing?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. Have you ever cheated?
No, I have not.
That's good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Not everyone can say that,
I know. Especially, sorry for all the guys, but guys are pretty bad at that. They're pretty bad.
But should we dive into it? Like, not like naming any names, but like you said it. Like, it is kind of like shocking, I guess. You know more than me. You say like guys don't talk, but regardless if they're saying it or not, like if your buddy is like doing something that they shouldn't be.
Oh, well, they don't talk to girls, but I know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So you would say, what would percentage?
It's none of my close friends, by the way, to be very clear.
Yeah,
Nobody I know.
No, obviously, like we run in the same like friend group, and our friends are awesome. But like from past experience, like, and mutual friends through mutual friends, like, what would you say like the percentage is? Just curiosity from a guy's perspective on like how much guys cheat or not, like percentage of guys that do or do not.
I don't know.
That's I know it's a good question, isn't it?
I think it kind of depends on your friends too. Like some of my friends are like really kind of, they're like more honestly like nerds or dorks, right? And I would say they never do that ever. They would never do it. Yeah. But the guys who are maybe like more out there, probably like 50% of them maybe.
Do you feel like Charlotte is probably pretty bad in the leaning side of cheating?
I don't think so. I mean, I lived in New York City, so I feel like New York City was... Because New York City, you don't know everybody. Yeah. Like, a guy could go out and hook up with a girl and, like, never see her again.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
She would never even know if he blocks her on Instagram, or even if she follows him, she might not know everybody on his Instagram. Or might not have any mutual friends. Here, everybody knows everyone.
Everyone knows everyone in Charlotte.
Well, there's some type of connection.
Yeah.
You're not getting away with anything.
No, you're definitely not. Now, like, what's your favorite part of Charlotte? Like, obviously you said you bought a house in Elizabeth, but like, are you Plaza Midwood? Are you South End? Are you Cotswolds? Are you South Park? Like, where do you like?
I would say the better spot to be out if you're single is definitely South End. Okay. But the only problem is I'm 35 and I'm getting a little too old for South End.
Of course, yes.
But I try to stay at the bars.
Are you 35?
I'm 35, yeah.
Wow, I thought we were the same age.
How old are you?
I mean, I'm not that much younger. I mean, I'm 33.
Ah, okay.
I know. What? Okay. You're still my elder.
Yeah, okay. A little bit, but yeah. I'm older than everybody else by I feel like a long shot.
No, I wouldn't say so. I have a lot of I have another guy friend. I think he's 34 or 35. No, I feel like that's the thing about dating these days is I feel like we're waiting longer to, I don't know, not that we're waiting longer, it's just naturally happening where we don't find our person until later.
I would say so. And honestly, I feel like when you find someone later in life, I feel like you make a better decision.
Yeah. I mean, I know a lot. Like, I've been through some ups and some downs, as I'm sure you probably have. And, like,
of course. You
learn yourself better through every relationship, and you grow from that. And that's all you can hope for. Are you, like, would you say you're at the point where you are, like, looking for, like, a wife?
I mean, I'm looking for something more serious.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it has to be the right fit. But yeah, I mean, I want someone that I could take things very seriously with and eventually, you know,
Sure.
have a family with. I mean, that's the goal.
Okay, so you want kids.
Yeah, I do.
And I think that's something else that people should talk about, like, and be more open with too, like, right away, like, compatibility wise, whether it works out or not. So he wants kids. That's good to know. So we talked about this a little bit. Like, what's your biggest ick?
My biggest ick?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I would say I don't love when girls are obsessed with social media.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, that's my thing. Like,
and when you say obsessed, because that's like, I feel like that's...
If it's your business,
yeah,
fine.
Yeah.
I get it. But if, like, you're just posting just to post, just for, like, nonstop attention,
yeah,
it's not my thing.
do you think it's pretty obvious, like, when you, like...
When I can tell somebody is...
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's stipulations. So not everyone, like, if it's busy, it's so intertwined with everything, but just, you don't want someone, like, super self-absorbed, is basically...
No, but also it's almost like as a guy, you're almost, and especially if she's attractive, like, I don't want her out there, you know, it almost seems like she's, like, trying to still sell herself while she's with you. Like,
Yeah.
what is there to sell?
So
anybody?
it's more like, okay, so what if you meet someone and they're doing that on social media? I think we're all a little guilty.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously they taper it back. Are you saying, like, you still wouldn't approach someone if they were like that on social media before y'all got together, and it was more of something you're looking for, like, maybe take a step back?
I mean, I don't think it would hold me back from, like, meeting someone. Like,
Yeah.
I'm always interested in, like, I'll talk to anyone and just see how it goes.
Sure.
You know? So it's not going to hold me back. But, you know, if I'm with someone and that just continues to be something that they don't, like, hold back on and they're just kind of full tilt looking for attention,
Sure.
that's probably not my thing.
Not your person?
Yeah. And it's okay if there's a little bit of it. It's just like when it becomes a lot of, you know.
You don't want to date an influencer.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
Yeah.
You never know. I guess it just always, like, depends on the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it depends. Like I said, it depends on whether, I mean, if it's, like I said, if it's their job and they do really well doing it, then
Sure.
whatever, that's fine with me. But if they're not, and it's like, that's like their life, then to me, I get a little worried about it. Like, if I go somewhere and I travel, I don't want, like, I will definitely take my time to film something and make it look cool on my
Right.
phone, because I like photography too.
Sure.
But I don't want someone who's just going to be like, this is like, I'm here just to take photos and I'm like not going to enjoy the moment.
Yeah.
And like sit down. Like once I get my stuff, I sit down.
And
It's
you
an
take it
amazing
in.
view and I take it in and I try to sit there as long as I can
I love that.
and just enjoy it.
Incredible. As
So,
it should be.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us maybe like 5 facts about yourself that you would want someone to know if they were watching this.
5 facts about myself.
It don't have to be 5 facts. It can be anything you would want someone to know. Like, what do you think is important for someone to know about you if you were to, like, take them out on a date?
I would say I think I'm adventurous.
Okay.
Like I said, I love to travel.
Yep.
Like generally very easygoing, I feel like, and very accepting of different people. Like I'll listen to anybody of whatever their background is. Like I feel like I'm kind of open to hearing their story.
Sure.
I mean, it sounds corny, but I'm definitely a loyal person.
It's not corny. It's important, Joe.
It's true though. I mean, I'm definitely a very loyal person.
That's good.
I feel like I'm very honest.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes to,
No.
you know,
Well, I mean,
detriment a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
I think that's good to, like, note, because I feel like sometimes people don't appreciate that. Like, some people are more, like, tender-hearted. Not saying you'd be mean to anyone, but, like, I can appreciate someone being honest, but that's not all created equal, I think, on the spectrum of, like, what people... Some people want you to, like, be like, no, you know, I don't know, that looks great.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if someone, like, walked out in, like, an outfit, you'd be like, I mean, yeah, that looks awesome.
I have a hard time with that. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, if I see something I don't like, I'm like, yeah.
But that's okay. I feel like...
I'm very bad at being like fake. Like if
Yeah.
someone's like, if I don't like that person and
Yeah.
they're like, everyone's like, oh hey, I'm like, hi, what's up? I'm like, just I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm just not like that.
That's good. Okay, flipping the script. You cook. You told me you made a mean meatball sandwich.
Cook is a generous term.
It's generous?
It's very generous, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like if you're slinging around meatball sandwiches, that's cooking, right?
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, buying a pre-made meatball and putting it on, like, bread and then throwing it in the, you know,
Some would say that's
air fryer?
domesticated.
I guess, yeah.
An air fryer has worked wonders for all of us. You know what I mean?
I would agree with that, yeah. I would say it's definitely a game changer. Shout out to Ross for putting me on air fryers, by the way.
There you go.
When I first moved down
Ross
here.
is
Didn't even
just
know what those even were. So
inspiring you. You didn't know
Yeah.
what an air fryer was?
I think it was about the time they were like kind of getting popular, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the hell's the deal with these things? You know, now my
Changed
parents
your
have
life.
one. Yeah,
Oh, wow. You inspired your parents?
I did, yeah.
Are you close with your parents?
I'm close with my parents, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Do you have siblings?
Yeah, I have a sister, yeah. We're
Okay,
very
nice.
different.
Yeah, that's
Very
okay.
different,
And
but-
she lives where?
She lives near my parents back in New York.
Okay, back in New York. Do you plan on staying in Charlotte?
The plan is to stay in Charlotte, but I think it kind of depends. I mean, honestly, I've always loved the mountains or the beach.
I was about to ask you, are you beach or mountain? Like, which one would you rather?
I feel where I grew up was kind of in the foothills of the mountains in like
Okay.
New York. So I'm always kind of used to like fall foliage and like
Yeah.
hiking and stuff like
Foliage.
that. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah. You like that term?
I like that term. Okay, Joe.
But no, I like the mountains and stuff. So I always thought like Western North Carolina or like South Carolina, like Greenville would be a cool place to go and have a family and have it to be like a more reasonable kind of living.
Yeah.
Because I feel like here, like I feel like it's a lot harder to have like a nice house. I mean, you can, but it's just you have to live kind of farther out of town. And then I'm like, it kind of defeats the purpose of living in Charlotte. Like
Sure.
I either want to live in Charlotte or I want to live somewhere else.
Right.
You know.
So you're a city boy.
Yeah, I feel like I'm more of a city guy, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind. I think when I have a family and kids, I want to live in a small town. Like I don't want to live in a big town.
Okay, that's interesting.
As long as it has like stuff to do, like if there's a movie theater
Yeah.
and stuff like that, I'm cool with that. And if I can drive like 30, 40 minutes or an hour to like a bigger city, I'm cool with that.
Okay. So in relationships, do you like to take the more traditional role, or are you more like 50-50? Like, how do you feel about that?
Like paying for things and things like that, or
Paying for things, like chores around the house, like...
I think it should be like 50-50, honestly. I think that's kind of a fair
Yeah.
thing to do. I think when it comes to like paying for things, I feel like a guy should be covering most of it for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
Or if not all of it.
Okay.
Well, dinners and stuff, you know. I don't know every single thing, but you know.
Yeah, no, I think there's something to be said about like, you know, you meet someone where they're at, and then obviously like if you have kids one day, like all of that stuff changes. Like you can hear all of these things, but I think that thing's important too, like to talk about if we go out on dates. You know, you obviously are one of the ones that always pipe up and be like, yeah, I'll pay for it. But like when you get married, it's just like a whole other thing. So with that being said, you want kids, you do believe in marriage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay, because some people don't.
I kind of find it. I don't know. I feel like those relationships where people don't get married. I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, interesting.
The tea is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same. I feel like everyone has their own experience in life, and as far as like staying together, I don't really understand the reason why you wouldn't get married. I don't know, there's something fun about it.
I feel like when kids are introduced to the picture, I feel like you should like, because if they're calling, hey, that's my mom,
Yeah.
and like that's not your wife.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of.
You just want to call someone your wife.
I feel like at that point, like if you have like maybe I'm more traditional in that sense, but
Yeah.
like if I have kids with someone, like
Yeah.
she's gonna be my wife.
Love that.
Well, I'm just saying that's true. Like
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I
feel
know.
like I mean everybody's different, right? Some people come from backgrounds where you know like their family life wasn't great, like their parents really struggled being together, so maybe they feel like, oh, you know, we need to do like I don't want to get married, or they're thinking about it from like a monetary perspective of like, you know, I don't want to be linked up or like lose half of my, you know, they don't want to commit to something like that.
Sure.
I guess I can understand that. I mean, it's to each their own.
Yeah.
But like for me, that's not.
I
not
think
what I
that
wanna do.
like the where we're at in life and the beautiful thing about being like how old we are is we kind of know what we want and what we don't want.
Mm-hmm.
And because we've seen all of those things, and like people will stay in a relationship to to make things work, obviously I don't have kids yet, but just kind of like being able to really, because the amazing thing about love and family is your partner is the one that you actually get to pick in life.
Right.
Like, that is the family that you get to choose. Which is like, I feel like that's so heavy to say, but also is like awesome, but it's true. Like, there's so much power in that, and like you're building a life with that person. And I think some people take that too lightly.
100%. I think it's really important to find someone that you're really compatible with. I think some people don't think enough that like this is literally the person you're going to be with for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like it's like it might be great now, but you got to think about what is it going to be like when I introduce kids into the equation? What's it going to be like when I when things aren't going well and we're struggling with, whatever it might be, like, what's it going to be like? What's this person going to be like in the trenches with me?
Yeah.
And you want to find someone that's a good fit for you. And if it's not a good fit, then...
Yeah, because this is a hot take, and I've seen other people say this, but I don't really feel like relationships are hard. I just feel like life is hard. Life
is hard, and you want to find someone who you can fight the battle with.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, you're always going to have ups and downs, right? Like, they're going to make you mad, but, at the end of the day, like, it's really not that serious.
No.
You need a napkin.
I know, I need a napkin, yeah. Remember I was talking to you about it, whether it was going to dry in time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it's not dry?
No, it's not dry at all.
Yeah, your time limit's almost up. What were you going for here?
I was going for a Frankenstein.
Frankenstein, okay.
I can pull it up on my phone if you guys want to zoom in and see what I was aiming for.
No, you can finish it. I feel like you have time.
Yeah, I'm going to try for it. It was going to be a little more serious than that, but...
Yeah, no, this is what I'm working with now. I went with simple.
That was probably a better choice.
Okay, so if someone reaches out and is interested in Joe, where are you taking them?
Oh, depends on the neighborhood, I guess, where they live. But like I said, if it's in Plaza, probably Workman's Friend.
Okay.
It's a good spot.
It's a good spot. A lot of love happens there.
I know some people who fell in love there. So.
Yes, you do. But yeah, that's not far from you because you're in Elizabeth. Okay, so Workman's Friend. Are we doing dinner or are we just doing drinks?
I usually would probably do like light appetizers and drinks, something like that. I don't think I would do full-on dinner. I don't think I ever really do that.
Yeah.
I just kind of keep it
casual. You
casual.
ever do full-on dinner for first dates?
No.
Love that.
No, because then I'm just eating the entire time.
Oh.
I'm not a slow eater either. I like eat way too fast.
Okay.
So I don't want to be that guy that's like just shoveling down food and like not talking, Yeah. I don't want to be that guy, so.
Dang, I feel like now I need to see.
You got to see me eat?
Are you embarrassed?
No, I mean, maybe I should have said that then, but yeah, it's not like terrible. I'm not like, I'm not like Joey Chestnuts or anything like that.
Yeah.
So.
I'm dead.
By the way, that's another thing. I feel like one thing with me too is when I meet someone, I want to have a little bit of a gap between like being with that person, getting married, and having kids.
Okay.
I know I'm 35, but hey, based on everything that's going on with AI, I might live a lot longer, right?
Maybe.
I might be good, so I don't know.
I know.
But
I use AI every day.
I definitely want to. I definitely don't want to like, I want to enjoy someone else's company before I introduce kids into the equation.
Okay.
So that's kind of.
I guess dependent upon her too.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find someone who has that same mindset.
How many kids do you want?
I mean, probably 2.
2? Okay, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I want more than that.
Yeah, not like Tanner wanting a starting 5.
That's what he wants? He wants 5?
He wants 5 kids.
Holy hell.
He's not getting 5 kids from me, but yeah.
What are you guys thinking, like 3 or something, meet in the middle?
Yeah, I think that's where we've landed. You done?
I think so.
All right, let's do a pumpkin reveal.
All right, let me spin them.
Ready? Mine's already sort of revealed. Wow, that is gorgeous.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at us.
Still wet, but it works.
Yeah, you can leave it here and then you can pick it up later.
Why not?
And put it outside your
I'll put it on the front porch or something like that, yeah.
Well, thanks so much for coming and sharing a little bit about yourself with me, and who knows, you might be going on a first date soon.
We'll see.
We'll see. If you're interested in Joe, please go to craftingchemistry.co and fill out our form and give us your best shot of why you think you should go on a date with Joe, or DM us on our Instagram at Crafting Chemistry, and we'll see where it goes. All right.
Let's see.
See you next time.